Hey guys, welcome back. Hope you're all well. Happy New Year. 2020 is here. Brand new year, brand new start. And yes, I've got a few pickups to show you. So I've got some new Xbox editions. I've got some PS3 games that I found today, which I'm really chuffed to have. I even got a PS2 game, which I already own, but I just got it as a replacement because it was cheap. And so yeah, I've got a few games I picked up today. I was out and about, went down the seafront. Thought I'd just drop in a few shops. I went to like CEX, got the charity shops, went into Cash Gen. Did pretty well, I think, actually. Especially in CEX, I got some great PS3 deals in there. And I've also got a couple of Xbox games that I picked up last year at the end of the year in December, which I haven't managed to show you yet. So I didn't want to make a video just for two games. There wasn't really much point, even though one of them's absolutely stellar. But yeah, I thought I'd just hold them over until I got a few more and make a video. Now I want to apologise first of all, because I did say I was going to make a video about my Xbox collection just to show you what I've got so far. Didn't get to do it over Christmas. I do apologise guys, but I will get to it. And I will do that shortly. That'll probably be the next video actually. And I'll go through all the games and give you my impressions, etc. So yeah, to really just start this video, I mean this year is 2020, brand new start, January. What am I going to do? So really I want to aim for the Xbox still. It's a slow grind because I don't find many in the wild. Every now and again you get a cluster and someone's traded them in, like I did just before Christmas when I got a bundle in, I think the last video I put up, which was great. But it don't happen that often. So really my main focus this year is to really just hammer that Xbox collection as much as I can, get as many games as I can for that collection. And then after that, I'll be also getting the PS3 games I want before they go up in price, because I don't know if they actually will, they might just go down a bit first, but they're still, you know, some of them are quite pricey still. And when I say pricey, I mean like less than a tenner, but still between that £5 to £10 bracket. Like for example, Little Big Planet cartoon I want is £8 in CEX. So I wasn't willing to buy that just yet, even though realistically I should in case it goes up, but that's another story. So yeah, my focus this year really is going to be original Xbox, PS3, and eventually PS1, because I want to start on the PS1. I've only got 4 games so far, so I really want to start hammering that because the games are still really cheap at the moment. I'm really surprised that the PS1 hasn't taken off. I've honestly thought the PlayStation would be the next big one. I think a few of us said this over the last couple of years. I really thought it was just going to go through the roof. It had a slight moment where like Crash Bandicoot was selling for 40 quid, which made no sense to me at all, but whatever. But now they're all coming back down to like the 20 quid range, which is still pricey, but more acceptable. So yeah, really I'm just aiming at PlayStation 3, PlayStation 1, original Xbox. There will be other games like PS4 stuff and over the year, but I mean, those are the main retro systems I'm going for. So, Xbox, I've only got 3 games, but they're good games, so that's the main thing, isn't it? So first one is the one I found today. I found this in Cash Generator for 49p. So I was chuffed because I've been trying to get this. I've got the first game and I wanted to get the second one. I mean, I saw it there, 49p, in great shape. I thought, I'm grabbing that one. So the best thing about Cash Generator, cash converter, in my area, the shops that I go to don't really have a lot of video games. But you know, not that I mean, well, they don't have a lot of Xbox games, should I say. They have a lot of 360 PS3 and they have a small spatter in the PS2. But most of it's just junk that I don't want. So I just go in on the odd chance that I might get a bargain. And every now and again I do find a deal. So I've got this for 49p and it is Amped 2. So as I say, I've got Amped, the first one. Now I buy these games because I like snowboarding. I do prefer arcadey snowboarding like SSX because I'm crap at simulation, and these are more simulators than anything, and I've always found them really tough to play. But I had the first one at launch back in 2001, and then I got this second one when I first started collecting, like after like 360 era and things, like years ago. And I've always wanted to get this one back to go with the other one and give it a try. I'm absolutely useless at these games. I've tried playing them, I'm crap at them, but they look gorgeous, and also most importantly they're exclusive only on Xbox, which is a really cool thing to have. So yeah, they're good games. I'm just absolute crap at them. But then that doesn't matter, does it? As long as you're having fun, that's the most important thing. And they look great on that TV. That TV is awesome. I'm so glad I found that telly. You know, I mean, recently I've been seeing TVs, the same TV as that, and people asking 50, 60 quid for it. I paid a £5. I know that doesn't happen very often, but bloody hell. Right, next one. These next two I picked up in December. As I say, these are games that there wasn't really much point in making a video just for 2 games. But first one I got was a £1, and it is called Spartan Total Warrior. Now I knew jack shit about this game. Wanted to give it a try. I think I put it on Facebook and Instagram. Yeah, I think I did. And I was told that it's actually quite a decent little title. I've had a quick play on it in December, It's pretty good. It's sort of like Dynasty Warriors in a way. You basically, from what I've seen so far, I'm only early in the game, but you control a little Spartan dude, and there's all these Roman guys around you like an army, and you have to, like, there's like a bloke running with a bomb, and he's going to blow up the enemies, and you've got to protect him as he gets to the base and destroy, like basically stab the shit out of all of the bad guys that are trying to kill him, and just protect him to the area. It's pretty good so far. I'm more impressed actually with the amount of sprites on the screen, because it's like, Jesus Christ, the amount of characters running around. It's like, the Xbox was a killer system. I know it's on PS2, but it ain't gonna be as good. So yeah, it's pretty good. It's pretty fun. It's just a hack and slash basically. You just run around just battering people. So pretty good. The next one I picked up, I was so chuffed to get this. I don't know if it's the last video I put up before Christmas. It might be, but if you watch that, you'll know what I'm on about now. I mentioned that this game was in the store in Bridgewater, and I left it there because I thought I didn't want to pay the money for it when there was a bundle of games that I wanted. So I bought the stack, left this one behind, and thought, well, it don't matter, I'll just find it another time. So I kept an eye on it on the CEX website to make sure it hadn't been taken out of stock, and it hadn't been. 2 weeks went by. I went over to Bridgewater and I went into CEX, and there it was, and I thought, gotta get it. And I'm so glad I did, because I played it and it's brilliant. And it is Batman Rise of Sinzu. This is really fun. I don't know too much. I'm assuming, looking at the way the characters are drawn, this is from the animated series. I don't know a whole lot about DC animation, but yeah, put the disc in the right place. It's a cracking game, a really fun 3D scrolling beat 'em up basically. So I've been playing as Batgirl, and you get to enhance your character, get to learn new moves, and you basically just run around beating the hell out of people, and they'll have like these little mini boss characters who are harassing the public, and you have to run over, and you've got a timer to get there, and you have to beat him down. It's brilliant. It's really good. You can pick up objects, throw them at the enemies and that. Really fun game. Gorgeous graphics, and you can also taunt the enemies as well, but you tend to get smacked in the face when you do that. But yeah, really chuffed to have that. I couldn't believe it. I was so happy when I saw it there. So I've now got Batman Rise of Sinzu, Batman Begins. I need to get Dark Tomorrow, and I need to get Vengeance. I think that's the only ones. If there's another one, it's on my list, but I think those are the only ones. So yes, that's not too bad. 3 new additions. I mean, the Xbox collection is growing quite nicely. As you can see, I've finished the first shelf off. I'm onto the second shelf, and I've got, what, 3, 6, 9 games down on the second shelf, so I'm already making progress. And obviously, you know, it's looking good, so yeah. So, hopefully, by the end of this year, we'll have completed that second shelf. I'll be on the third shelf, and maybe even completed that if I really go hardcore. It just depends on how lucky I get in the wild, doesn't it, really? Okay. So next up, just a quick one. PS2 game I found in the charity shop today. This was 79p. I already own it, but the bit that holds the disc is broken. I think I paid, was it 50p or a quid? Might have been, I think it was a quid in cash generated for my original copy. But because the case is broken, it annoyed me, even though it's in great nick. As it happened, this one is in better condition, better artwork. The manual's just as mint, but the disc isn't scratched, which is so rare these days. So that was my chuffed to get it, and the case is fine. And it's 24, the video game. So I'm a massive fan of the TV show. One of my favourite of all time. Yeah, love Jack Bauer. And this video game, this game is absolutely spot on. So I've never managed to get all the way through the game. I always get stuck in, I think it's level 6, which was an absolute nightmare, where you're in a facility and you've got to hack computers, and I could never seem to get it to work. I used to just always get caught and die. But yeah, and this is from, I think I said before, I believe, looking at the characters, this has got Chase in it, which was Jack's daughter's boyfriend. So I think that's about season 3, if I remember rightly. I mean, President Palmer's in it, so if you know anything about 24, it's the early seasons. And what happened to Tony Almeida? He looks really fat there. And Michelle don't know much better, to be fair, but there you go. But yeah, great game anyway. Definitely one of the rare times you get a licensed game that's worth playing. Well, onto the PS3 stuff now. I've got, how many did I pick up today? Yeah, 5 games. Did really well today. Good mixture, all top tier quality titles. One in particular I'm very excited to have, because I've been looking for this game for so long. And I've seen it occasionally, but it's always been too expensive. Or there's been other games I've wanted, so I've had to sideline it. But I finally found it in cash gen today, so I had to grab it. But before we get to that, first up in CEX, I grabbed one of my favourite PS3 exclusives, and that is Infamous. So this is an interesting game. When I first played this years ago, I thought it was crap. I could not get on with it at all. The controls drove me nuts, the game drove me nuts. I just kept dying. could not get into it at all. And then after, I don't know, it must have been a year or so. You know, it was quite a while before I went back to this. I decided to give it a try. And the reason for that was because I got Infamous 2 today. Because Infamous 2 dropped a demo. I remember playing the demo and absolutely loving it and thought, Jesus, why did I not like the first Infamous? This is brilliant. So I went back and played the original. And there you go. And something clicked and I fell in love with it. I mean, it was still a bit clunky in places and the boss at the end drove me nuts, but I really enjoyed it. But then I played this one and number 2 is so much better. It's in like a New Orleans setting and it's absolutely beautiful, really bright colours, fantastic controls, great storyline, great gameplay. I love this game. If you've never played the Infamous games, please give them a try. I need to try at some point. I need to pick up Prototype as well and Prototype 2, which are similar to these Infamous games apparently. I've heard good things about them, I've just never played them. So I want to try those, but I'm really chuffed to finally get the Infamous games. I've been trying to get a good copy of these two for ages, because normally I find I'll find a good Infamous 1 and a Platinum Infamous 2, or I'll find one of them in bad condition, I can't find the other one. And today, they had several copies of the first one. I think there was only that one, or maybe 2 copies. No, I think there was 2 copies of Infamous 2, and I just picked up the best copy. So yeah, very happy to add those to the collection. I'm going to enjoy playing them again. Next one I picked up is a game I wouldn't normally pick up, but CEX had it for 50 pence. And I wouldn't normally play this, and I've talked about this in the past though, this game pissed me off when it came out. But I wanted to give it another shot for 50p, why not? It is Killzone 2. So the reason this game pisses me off is because I've never been able to get on with the controls. I've tried tweaking the aim on the right stick and I've tried everything I can, but I cannot get the aim to work right. It seems to be really twitchy and goes off. I can't be accurate and shoot people. I've just never got along with this game at all and it drove me insane. I've got Killzone 3 over there, the Steelbook limited edition. That controls really good. Boring as hell, the story and that, it bored the tears off me, but the game is okay. But I really wanted to give Killzone 2 another shot because everybody says it's a good game. I mean, I'll be honest with you, I find Guerrilla games, to be quite honest, I find that they look amazing, they have gorgeous visuals, but the games are boring as hell. I've not yet played a Guerrilla game that I've actually loved. I mean, the first Killzone on PS2, that's probably like the only one that's like really decent, but most of them, even like Horizon Zero Dawn, I tried playing that and I just don't understand why people love that game so much. God, it bored me to tears. I could not get on with that at all. I just got fed up with it. Right, next one. Game I've been trying to find for bloody months. I've only found the odd copy now and again in each of the CEXs that I go to, but they're usually battered. So I finally found a good one today, and I had about 3 copies today. I couldn't believe my luck. And I've been aching to play this game. I haven't played it for probably, I don't know, a couple of years now, I think, the last time I played it. Really chuffed, because I've got the other 2 for the PS3, and this is one of my favourite games on PS3, or if they're just that era, it's on 360 as well, and that is Medal of Honor Airborne. Absolutely incredible first-person shooter, incredible World War II game as well. I love this title. I've played through it several times. PS3 version, the frame rate's a bit shy and it will mess your eyes up. It's proper jerky. But the last time I played through it, it wasn't as bad as I remembered it being, but it does. I don't really suffer with motion sickness or anything like that, but it was hurting my eyes when I was playing it a little bit. It's just a shame, but if you've never played this one, then please do, because it's absolutely incredible. Basically, you can parachute down. There's like 3 mission points on each level and you can just land where you want and just attack them however you want, and it's absolutely great. There's some really great level design in this game and it's absolute tons of fun. You know, I love it. I love the music, I love all the sound effects of the guns, the Germans, the Italians, the water on the puddles on the street. Everything about this game is just absolutely incredible. The flak turn at the end with the psycho Nazis with the bloody big miniguns. It's superb. I've always loved that game. Yeah. I wish that would get a remaster. If anything gets a remaster, it needs to be Medal of Honor Airborne so they can smooth out that frame rate a bit more. Right, the last game I picked up was from Cash Gen. I couldn't believe it when I saw it now. I've seen it in one of the CEX. I think it was in Bridgewater CEX. I've seen it before. But it's always when I've found like a pile of Xbox games or a load of PS3 games that I wanted. And because this was a little bit more expensive, I weren't willing to add it to the pile. So I finally grabbed it because I've been dying to play this ever since it came out. Now this case is in shite condition. It looks terrible. It's been stickered to hell and it looks like a pigeon attacked it. But I can change that because I'm going to get a load of Blu-ray cases anyway and change these cases, because as you know, when you buy from CEX now, they have stickers all over the bloody place and the cases are grimy. Not always, but a lot of the time. Anyway, first game, this last game, last game I got to show you guys, Ridge Racer Unbounded. Stupid title. I mean, unbounded is not even a bloody word, is it? There you go. At least I don't think it is. Unbound, but not unbounded. Anyway, it doesn't show you a lot on the back. So yeah, I mean, I remember when it came out and they were slagging this off because it isn't a Ridge Racer game. They would say it's more like a mixture of Ridge Racer and Burnout, which how can that be a bad thing? I mean, those are two great franchises. So I've always been really intrigued to just check it out and see if it's any good. You know, I love Ridge Racer. I love Burnout, especially Burnout 3. So can't really go wrong. It's a limited edition as well. Includes 3 cars, bloody blah, DLC bullshit. Who cares? Yeah. So hopefully it'll be really fun. I mean, it's going to look gorgeous. It's on the PS3 anyway, obviously. I bet it ain't 1080p. No, it's 720p. God, that's the only downside to PS3 games. A lot of 720p action. Oh well. But yeah, great. I'm really glad to have that. There's a lot of car games that I need to get that I still don't have yet. I still need to get Split Second, still need to get Blur, still want to get Little Big Planet Karting. I really want to play that. That looks great. There's a few others as well. I've got a bleeding list of games I want to get. But yeah, PS3 is going along nicely. It's growing. I'm on the first shelf. I'm about 1 away from the end, I think, or 3 away from the end. I can't remember the first shelf. So that's not too bad. I was trying to like make sure I just don't pick up any old crap for the PS3 because it's so cheap right now. It's easy to just buy games for the sake of it. You could say I've done that with Killzone, but for 50p it's worth it just to see if I can get to grips with those bloody controls again. You know, why not? So there you go, guys. Hope you've enjoyed this video. Leave your thoughts down below as always, and I hope you have a fantastic new year. Well, obviously you've already had that, but you know, like this year going forward, I hope it all works out for you and you achieve what you want to achieve. And if you're a collector, obviously you achieve what you want in your collection and build those nicely. Yeah, there you go. Right, okay, I'm off. Thanks for watching, guys. See you next time.